I knew more Yiddish than I thought I knew. I thought I didn't know any Yiddish. Certainly didn't know it in any speaking or fluency or literate context, but it was a language that was spoken in our house for often the usual reasons that my parents used it when they didn't want their kids to be part of their conversation, and when they were obviously talking about us or about things that they didn't want us to know about. So there was Yiddish there. My grandfather moved to Minneapolis after my grandmother died when I was 16, and he and my parents would mainly speak in English, but occasionally in Yiddish as well. Yiddish, so there was an awareness that there was such a thing as Yiddish, an active awareness, and it was something that, as Aaron Lansky has written about and spoken about many times, and I think he's 5 years younger than I am, but in this respect our upbringings were very similar. It was an absence in our formal Jewish education. The gap between the Bar Kokhba rebellion and 1948, or 1897 if you want to go back to Theodor Herzl. But the civilization in between, or civilizations worldwide, Jewish civilizations, were virtually absent from any formal education. And part of what I was striving to do was fill in that gap. I mean, there are many other gaps I didn't fill in. I don't read Talmud, but that was one that I felt was personally it was a presence that was not addressed in my childhood or Jewish education. And I remember one of the first days in my Hebrew school class, I was 8, the teacher asked, how do you say synagogue in Hebrew? And I think this must have been a trick question, because I raised my hand and said shul, and I was corrected, Beit HaKnesset, or Beit Knesset. And that reinforced in me that there was something that I had heard at home, but was not going to be transmitted in school.